Hey guys, welcome to RadMax Crypto, the raddest crypto channel in the galaxy. Man, what happened yesterday? We got a boost. Are we going to stay there? Are we going up higher? Are we going back down? What's going to happen on Monday? Stay tuned. We're going to look at the charts.
This. Why are the only funny lines on this show the ones behind me?
This week, we've had a really good week, man. Look at that. Bitcoin's up 9%. Ethereum's up 16%. Look at Solana up 17%. Polkadot, 14%. And this doesn't look bad.
Oh, thank you.
All right, guys. Well, here's the Bitcoin chart. Viewing it on the daily channel. You can definitely see you've seen this chart on the last channel or the last video I made. This is long term. It goes back all the way back to December 20th, and you can see there's a rhyming pattern. Go back and look at the past video I made. I talk a lot about this pattern, this more long-term pattern, how it's rhyming, and what we might be able to see. But let's zoom in a little closer here, and we're going to look at this on the 4-hour channel. Yesterday, man, the crypto market took a little explosion. You can see that Bitcoin in the last day or so has gone up almost 15%. You can see here, the last time I talked on a video, I talked about this W pattern, and I talked about if it played out, what the expectation would be. And you can see here, we probably about already made our target. If you can see right here, let me just pull over this right here. You can see up here that we've made that target. Now, what we're doing now is we're actually trying to create a floor. So we're trying to create some support here. And you can see I've actually created this kind of pink line. Let me zoom out a little bit more here. You can see I put this pink line right here. This line has seen resistance all the way back since October. You can see here we hit here. Let me just draw this so you can see it better. We hit here. We've hit it here. You can see it's really been a line of resistance and some support, mostly resistance though. We've hit it all right here. And so we came back down. Now we've actually hit it here. Let me zoom in a little closer. You can see here that we've hit that resistance, but we've actually cleared it. And now we've come back down and we're testing it as support. So if we can get support right here, I think what we might be able to do is we might be able to actually see a bounce off of it. And if we do, the next level of resistance is going to be at the $44,000 mark here. Now, I also want to look really quickly. I'm going to turn on the VPR. And I'm going to look at the VPR, which is going to show past volume, show where there's actually resistance. And if you look at it here, you can see clearly here that we do have this opening right here. You can kind of see it. It's right in this area right here. There won't be as much resistance. But once we get past this mark right here, so if we do hit the 44,000 mark, we do have a little opening up to about 46,000, and then we hit another resistant mark. Now you can see here, we do have a lot of resistance right here. So right in this area, it's kind of not as clear, but you can see here, we're hitting some resistance from past volume. It may be a little bit of time before we can cut through that, but if we can continue to cut through that, I think we'll see a $44,000 price range probably Monday or Tuesday, depending on what's going on with on Monday. Now, if we do reject that, we may see this go all the way back down to our next support. So you can see here that if we do reject right here this downward support, we probably now will see support here at this level, which would be at the $39,000 range. If we break that support, we'll see another downward action down to this support, which is at the 37,000, 38,000 mark. And if we break that, we definitely will see even a further downward, maybe even all the way down to $35,000. Now, I don't expect that, but we got to keep an eye on these support levels. And if we break through one, it's like breaking through a floor. The chances are we may break through another one. We'll keep an eye on that. Now, you can see here, there's not a lot of volume here. So If we don't have a lot of actual trading volume, it would be easy for us to kind of break down all the way to the about $38,000 mark. So we could actually get down to the 38,000 mark pretty quickly. We'll keep an eye on that. Another thing that I want to take a look at here, let me just remove a few things here, is I want to show you on the daily channel, on the daily time frame, I want to show you two things. I want to show you the Bollinger Bands. I really like this indicator a lot. You can see the Bollinger Bands. Now, if you've ever looked at the Bollinger Bands, you'll see it's green, but you see where it gets yellow here. You can see whenever we squeeze here, we have more volatility. So you can see here we had a squeeze over here on November 6th, and we went to the upside. Here we had a squeeze, we went to the downside. We've had a squeeze here, it sent us down. Now we're in green. But the challenge is that we're hitting the top here of the Bollinger Bands. And typically there is a lot of resistance up here at the top. You can see here every time we hit the top, let me show you my screen here. Every time you hit the top, here, we have some downward action. Now, the question is, if we do hit the top, which is at $42,000, are we going to see a rejection at that point, or are we going to break through? We really need to break through, but we will have some resistance for sure at that point. Another indicator that I like to look at is the Keltner channels. It's very similar to the Bollinger Band in the way that it measures resistance and support. This is a more simplified. I like to look at this for two things. I like to look at when it's actually getting rejection at the middle portion of the Keltner channels. You can see here, I'm going to show you a few different examples here. You can see that when we hit the middle of the Keltner channels, we've typically gotten rejected. So since November, since this downturn, we went down, came up, we got rejected. We had a major downturn. We consolidated here under here. We came back up, we got rejected, consolidation, went back to the bottom, tried it again, got rejected. And since yesterday was the first time we came up to the middle, we tried, and we actually broke through. Now, the question is, are we going to hit the top here of the Keltner channel? It would be a good thing if we did. Now, most likely, we will get rejected at the top, but that's okay. If we get rejected up here and go back down, what we want to see is we want to see it actually hit the actual middle of the Keltner channel and then bounce back up. You can see here we did that. So we came up. This was back in July. We hit the top, we came back down, but now we find support at the middle. We come back up, we test the top of the Keltner channels, we come back down, we find support. We never break through this middle portion of the Keltner channel. We did here, and as soon as we did, we came back up, we tested it, we came back up, we tested it again, and finally broke through again. So the thing to look for right now is that, can we hit the top? And if we do, can we find support there at the middle and then break through? Now, my hope is that on Monday, we may actually be at the top and on our way back down. If we do break that, if we do break the Keltner channel, which we have like over here, right? Most likely we will get some rejection. The question is how much. And so keep an eye on this for sure. I think this is going to be a great indicator to take a look at in the next few days to see what's going on. All right, guys, here's the Ethereum chart, and it looks very similar in some ways to the Bitcoin chart. This is an interesting little thing here. I always call this the Loch Ness Monster. It's a common kind of a W pattern, and it's really kind of always, when I look at this pattern, it's my own pattern. I call the Loch Ness Monster. I always think of it being very bullish. But I wanted to show you a couple of things. I'm going to show you these are a bunch of resistance support lines. Let me back out really quickly here on the daily. I want to show you guys, this is the Fibonacci. And what I've done is I drew it from the very bottom, thinking that this might be a bottom to the last high. And you can see here that right here, we have the 0.618 and the 0.5, which is considered the golden pocket. So typically what I've seen is the price will actually go all the way to these areas right here and actually hit these and kind of consolidate in this area for a while. It's like a big magnet. It's very common that the price action will go up to that area. So with that being said, you can see here we've had a down channel. all the way back since December. We've come down this down channel. We found the bottom, and now we're going up this rising channel. And it appears that we've broken out of it. Let me get a little closer here. Now, the next resistant line you can see up here, I drew this yellow line up here, is the next line to look at, which comes in approximately $3,200. If we can find some support here at this level, or even break back down and hit the top of this rising channel that now has created support, come all the way back up here, and then find some support at this level, I think that'll be a very bullish sign for Ethereum. If we don't do that, and I believe, by the way, I believe we may do that probably the next couple of days. If we don't do that, and we actually break this support right here, which is at the $29,000 or $2,900 level, I believe that we'll break down. We probably will get another little bit of support at the 2,800. But if we break that, folks, I got to tell you, probably the next support will be 2,600, if not $2,500 Ethereum. Let's hope we don't see that. I think we will get some support here. If we do break down, I think this will now become support. And I think we could see in the next few days it go up to this level here, the $3,300 mark. So let's keep an eye on Ethereum and see what's going to happen. Now let's look at the Fear and Greed Index. Today, we're at 33, guys. We're going up. We're going up. Yesterday, we were at 20. We're in extreme fear. Today, 33. We're going to keep a good eye on this week to see if these numbers continue to go up. You can see last month we were at 15, guys. That's low. I even saw it down to 10. If you see the Fear and Greed Index go to 10, it is historically one of the best times to buy. And I've been saying this, so keep an eye on the market this weekend. I think this weekend is going to be a little bit up, a little bit down. But I think come Monday, I think there's going to be some decisions made. Let's keep an eye on the charts this week. I think it's going to be an exciting week. Look for volume, okay? Let's look at the volume. If the volume starts to increase, I think we're going to have a good week. So stay tuned and make sure you like, subscribe, click that little notification button. Let's try to get as many views as possible. If you like this channel, please share it with your friends and have a great one. Peace.